Well, good evening. This is John Watts. I wanted to respond to one of our comments that we had, and I'm going to start doing more of that with, we have some really great comments on our videos, and I really appreciate you guys leaving those comments, asking questions, giving your own thoughts and strategies. I think all that's great. And this comment really had to do with, you have a debt collector that's on your credit report. Do you, number one, send a dispute letter directly to the debt collector, or number two, do you send a dispute letter to the credit bureaus like Equifax, Experian, TransUnion? And here's some basic thoughts. Obviously, every situation is different, but these are some basic thoughts. Sending the letter directly to the collector, so what's often called a dispute letter or a validation letter, that's just a nice kind of automatic response. What you do with that letter, at least the way we propose to do it, is you say, look, I dispute this debt. If you think I owe this debt, send me proof and don't call my cell phone number, and you give your cell phone number. And if you think I gave you permission, I'm revoking it. Now, obviously, you can expand that, add to it, but that's just a basic kind of template or form. And what that does is, in a sense, it kind of pushes it back on the collector to say, hey, send me some proof. Let me know why you think I owe this debt. But what if you know, absolutely know, that the credit reporting is wrong? I'll give you an example. We have a number of these cases where, say our client, the collector says you owe $5,000, we settle it for $3,000, and so now the debt collector says our client owes $2,000. Well, they don't owe anything. Those are incorrect. Those are false credit reporting cases. So in that situation, it makes a lot of sense for our client to dispute directly to the credit bureau and say, hey, look, I don't owe these guys any money. They know I don't owe them any money. And then see what the credit bureau, when they go to the debt collector, and the debt collector says, keep that on the credit report. All right, well, now there's a more valuable case because they have not only done false credit reporting, but now they have supposedly done an investigation, which was bogus, but they supposedly did it, and they kept the false information on your credit report. So that just shows that this collector, it wasn't simply an accident or a mistake, but it's an intentional act. And so I suggest using a Fair Credit Reporting Act dispute, in other words, where you go directly to the credit bureau, when you're confident that this information is false. Maybe you have the proof. And then in terms of just kind of, you get this letter out of the blue, or you get this phone call out of the blue, and you're like, who in the world is XYZ collector? Send that general dispute letter to the collector and add anything you want to it, but send that to them to say, hey, give me some more proof. So that's how we look at it. Sometimes we do both of them. We send a letter to the collector and we send a letter to the credit bureau. Usually, though, we do one or the other, and that seems to work out good for us. So hope that that's helpful to you. And like I said, keep those comments coming, and we'll do more of these videos where we're responding directly to the comments. And if we can help you in any way, 205-879-2447, or you can always reach us at alabamaconsumer.com. Appreciate you watching this video. Take care. Bye-bye.